Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, September 12, 2013. In the news from the Caribbean, IDB to assist the Bahamas in crime fight. Jamaica takes steps to address increase in murders. In St. Kitts and Nevis, motion no nearer to being debated 9 months later. And the Dominica Festivals Committee in discussions with Liat ahead of World Creole Music Festival. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. It's your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. The Inter-American Development Bank plans to assist the government in its fight against crime by funding a targeted social intervention program and urban and development projects in the Bahamas amid a marked increase in the threat of crime. The IDB is embarking on the preparation of inputs for funding a citizen security and justice program, which will aid in the implementation of targeted social interventions as well as urban planning and development projects, while also strengthening the public sector's institutional capacity to respond to crime, the IDB said in its Caribbean Regional Quarterly Bulletin released yesterday. It said that as it seeks to assist the government with its crime fight, the Bahamian government has agreed to be a part of a technical cooperation project. The project is aimed at assessing how crime and violence have become one of the major obstacles to human and economic development, the IDB said. The study will address crime data collection issues in collaboration with the Department of Statistics. It is expected to help increase public understanding of community violence and the ways in which it is inextricably linked to violence in the home. The IDB said the baseline data will be channeled into the analysis for the Citizen Security and Justice Program. The institution cited the Caribbean Human Development Report 2012, which recommended that the government revamp public institutions to tackle crime and violence while boosting preventative measures. It also published a portion of Prime Minister Perry Christie's address to the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in July. During that address, Christie called on the United States and other developed countries to do more to help the region fight crime. In its report, the IDB highlighted a marked increase in the threat of crime in the Bahamas and the shortcomings of the judiciary. The IDB said preliminary data obtained from the police force suggests that while crime against property has decreased overall, there remains a high prevalence of crime against persons, particularly attempted rape. Between January and July 2013, attempted rape increased by 116% in comparison to the corresponding period for 2012, the report highlighted. The IDB published crime statistics in the Bahamas between January and July of 2012 and January and July 2013 and called the level of murders and other violent crimes worrying. At the time the report was compiled, August 12, the country had recorded 58 murders. The murder count as of yesterday stood at 81 for 2013. Turning to the judiciary, the IDB pointed out issues associated with the court system. The Ministry of National Security in Jamaica is actively taking steps to address the increase in the homicide rates for the period July and August of this year. These include accelerating the passage of relevant legislation, enhancing the mobility and technical capability of the force, increasing police checkpoints, among other measures. In a report in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, Portfolio Minister Peter Bunting said for the period June 30th to August 31st, there were 251 murders at an average of 4 murders per day. This, he said, represents an increase in the average daily rate when compared with the first half of the year, when the average daily murder rate was 2.9. Bunting noted that to address the increase in the murder rate, the government will accelerate the passage through Parliament of the Criminal Justice Suppression of Organized Criminal Organizations Bill, more commonly referred to as the Anti-Gang Bill. He also informed that the government will present shortly to Parliament a bill to amend the Maritime Drug Trafficking Suppression Act to empower the government to waive jurisdictions over Jamaican nationals involved in drug trafficking outside of territorial waters. He noted that this amendment will allow international partners with Jamaica's permission to prosecute Jamaican drug traffickers intercepted in international waters on Jamaican flagged vessels. Other initiatives include operationalization of closed-circuit television in Montego Bay on September 5, 2013, and the planned rollout of CCTV facilities in Ocho Rios, and the upgrade of the mobile radio system currently used by the JCF. Bunting further announced that orders have been placed for 70 motor cars, 6 mid-size sport utility vehicles, 44 pickups, and 13 600cc motorbikes, and 2 15-seater buses. Nationally coordinated vehicular checkpoints and people checkpoints will also be implemented on a 24-hour basis across all geographic divisions. Also, emphasis is being placed on the stopping and searching of suspect vehicles and people along major thoroughfares and built-up areas in an effort to deny armed criminal free movement. Some of the reasons cited by Bunting for the increase in criminal activities include murders in the course of robbery, where there were 90 murders in this category for the spike period in 2013 versus 41 in 2012. In the news from St. Kitts and Nevis, late last year, the opposition leader in federal parliament, Mark Brantley, indicated that he had submitted to the Speaker of the National Parliament of St. Kitts and Nevis, Curtis Martin, a motion of no confidence in Prime Minister Denzel Douglas. Brantley said at the time that he had asked the Speaker to table the motion for debate at the earliest possible opportunity and is a matter of urgency. The opposition leader said in a statement that the motion called for the House to express its concern and lack of confidence in the Prime Minister. The initial motion, later fine-tuned to suggest a lack of confidence in the Denzel Douglas-led administration rather than just the Prime Minister, urged the Parliament to call for the immediate resignation of Dr. Douglas as the country's head of government. December 11, 2012 was a crucial date in the Federation. That is when the motion, which still stands in abeyance today, was filed. This makes it exactly 9 months and lots of drama, including court action, street protests, and a second motion have become part of the scenario during that period. At this point, the country is thought to be on the verge of a general election. Parliament has approved constituency boundary changes being pushed by the government. The opposition has gone to court and obtained an injunction seeking to prevent the Governor-General from signing the changes into law, and the motion of no confidence is firmly on the back burner. There is still very sharp criticism that the motion has been ignored by the Speaker and the government. Although it is clear that with 6 elected MPs supporting the motion, the government is wary of the fact that it only has the support of 5 elected MPs and would likely lose the vote. Economist Vernon Harris calls it a crying shame that the motion has effectively been stifled. Operation Rescue's Dwyer Astafan, a former government minister, told Win FM that Prime Minister Douglas needs to develop a conscience because of the manner in which he has handled that matter. One of the 2 deputies of the People's Action Movement, Eugene Hamilton, rejects the claim that the opposition has not been effective enough in pressing for the motion to be properly dealt with in the Parliament. Former senior government minister Sam Kondo has meanwhile expressed concerns about what he describes as an erosion of the democratic process. The Dominica Festivals Committee is engaged in discussions with LIAT to ensure that their service is fully restored ahead of the 17th Annual World Creole Music Festival, its chairman Colin Piper has revealed. LIAT has had a tumultuous summer season with a plethora of complaints from several passengers, including Dominica and the region. Majority of the complaints was a result of overbooking and loss of baggage upon arrival at their destination. He said the dependence that Dominica has on LIAT has been recognized, unlike some islands with international airports or the capability of handling direct long-haul flights. The month of October is not traditionally a busy period, he said, and added that they have also ascertained that LIAT's third ATR is in the region. Mr. Piper said based on past experiences when dealing with the airline, they have had a general comfort level that their service will be much improved. They have in the past shown a willingness to change their flight schedule into Dominica to accommodate not just the artists but patrons as well. Mr. Piper stated that the use of other airlines such as Seabourn from San Juan and BVI Airways from St. Martin should be considered. BVI Airways, he hinted, may even put in additional flights based on the interest of travelers. Travelers should also take into account which island is better for them in terms of in-transit into Dominica. He said as LIAT flights coming from San Juan, Antigua, St. Martin, Trinidad, and Barbados. Persons should also give thought to using the ferry service from Guadeloupe, Martinique, and St. Lucia to Dominica. We encourage people to look at those options as well. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Take your car out. This is awesome. It's time to grow up. You're crazy. Little while faster. Go faster. Stop. It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom.
But just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.